Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Of taking over state power. So I hope tomorrow is going to be a peaceful day. But I'm just wishing that there's not going to be an outburst of two army structures or militant structures fighting each other. But there's a possibility of that. So let's not underrate this event or this situation that we are in right now, because anything can happen. Anything can literally happen right now. I hope the president understands what he's doing, because he's so cunning. And I also hope that whoever is going to participate tomorrow is cautious a bit on that front, because you never know what is going to be happening from which faction and which side, you know.
Thank you, my
Because it's an
brother. We'll be
all-out
out
war as
there.
it stands. No, I'm not discouraging you.
No, I'll
I'm
be
on the
there. You're
ground
not
myself. I'll
discouraging me.
actually.
Kutoenda.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just finish up with the statement that I think I would want to see VP Chwenga restoring order. He's not the best so far, but I would like to see him restoring order. I'll be happy if he does restore order. I don't think we have the best government right now. I think we have the worst of the criminals around the president than what we had in 2017. Because these ones literally do it in public. They literally dish out cars and dish out whatever in public. So these ones are waste. It's like a hell multiplied, you know. So I really hope Chwenga does take over and some sanity restores in the country. You know, we'll keep on watching the events, but the president is cunning. He doesn't have people at
All right.
heart. He's just ruthless, and he's after Chwenga's life since 2017. So thank you for the opportunity. I'm just going to be
All
listening to
right.
others.
No, thank you so much, my brother Plato, for that. Maybe one of the things that Chiwenga has are the actual results of 2023 elections. But anyway, good observation. So, just a quick question from Yoning. When do you think Chiwenga? When do you think he managed to discover Kuti? ED is not what he thought he was. Because I mean, post 2017. When do you think he found out Kuti is maybe it's not what he thought?
Coco
Plato,
Titans.
did you hear my question?
Okay, I heard your question. I think that time that he was almost killed, I think there was a poisonous substance, or when he got sick and he went to China, you remember that time?
Yeah.
There was some expose that Mary Chiwengo was involved, blah, blah, blah. So I think that's the time that he realized that he is now a target. He's being a target, is going to be eliminated. I think that is the time that he woke up. So from that period going up to now, that's when he started realizing that they are not together anymore after that coup. They are no longer together. He's still the VP, but he saw that his life is actually a threat. The guy is planning and plotting to eliminate him. And even up to now, it's now clear to him that it was a systematic campaign from 2017. And up to now, the only opponent or only threat to ED's life presidents is Chiwenga. So that's the time that he realized when they were trying to eliminate and kill him. So
Hello,
I hope
hello,
that
Mkoma
answers you. I
Plato.
think it's a guess, but I think it's.
Yeah.
Hello. I think just to add to what you were saying, when you saw Parker or Pepper, yes, that's one thing. But then, if you see the way my army generals, the way they drop like flies, you know, General Chiwenga is one of the army cadres, but he is still living. But if you see the way parents Shiri, Anamoyo dropped out, Vachungofa, and so don't you think General Chiwenga, if you was observant, could he, this is not a natural death, something is at play. I don't know, maybe if you can add to that. And I don't know if it contributes to your contribution.
Yeah, sure, of course. The elimination of the generals was a systematic campaign because, listen, Mnangagwa didn't start removing obstacles 5 years ago. He had from 2018. That's when he started. From 2010 or 2008, that's when he started clearing his way to presidency. Because even Mugabe actually accepted defeat in 2008, but he refused. He said that, Mr. President, you cannot go back Kumusha. We have to do this, right? And then when he realized that Morgan Tsvangirai was now a threat and he had the potential to take over government, he forced that GNU, and he was instrumental in making sure that ZANU-PF remains a dominant force in the country. But then he went for opposition parties, right? He started with Morgan Tsvangirai. We don't know the circumstances to the death of Morgan Tsvangirai. We don't know. We're just speculating. But look at the way he went for the Triple C, right? The way he went for the opposition, the way he went for Joyce Mjuru, the way he went for even it was this late general who was bent in the house. I'm forgetting his name.
Tongo
It's skipping me now.
Mujuru.
Mujuru, yeah, the general Mujuru. The way he was eliminated and he was bent in the house, something like that. So you find that there's a trail that was being done. He actually has a plan for where he's going. He knows who's going to be removed. He has all the targets set, and he's definitely doing that. That's why he removed the G40. The G40 were an obstacle to him again. So the guy we're dealing with here is ruthless, extremely ruthless. I have tried to look at his the Eddie Cross book, which talks about Mnangagwa. He was saying that competing or having Mnangagwa as an opponent is one of the worst experiences an opposition person can have, because the guy is just ruthless by nature. Maybe that's why Mugabe didn't want him to be president.
Right.
So I hope that
All right. Thank you so much, my brother, for that uh, contribution. All right, Elvis, please come through.
Okay, thank you, Uncle Jason Titus. Yeah, you see, it has been a long day listening to the troubles back home, and I understand those on the ground how they are going through it. Yeah, I've been on the ground not very long ago, and I understand how surviving such a situation is. It's really bad, and I want to salute our brothers and sisters who will be on the ground tomorrow, because this is a do or die situation. This is not a situation for us to try to be diplomatic or to be try to be politically theoretical or this kind of stuff. We need to understand that at the moment we allow this situation to proceed, you see, there will be no more democratic democratic space to talk about in Zimbabwe. There will be no more elections to talk about. So once we allow Emerson to proceed, we have simply allowed extreme tyranny to prevail. And you know, if you look back, of course Mugabe did his own faults, but when you analyze the situation, you understand, you see that the problem, the biggest problem that we have been having all along was this Emerson. He was the problem from 1980 up to now. He has been the key problem. It's like what other people are saying here. You see, he uses people. He's using all these other guys. They don't understand it, how you just drop them like shit after using them. So you see, when I look into this matter, yeah, it's a difficult matter. You see, from principles of morality, we'll be saying, no, these guys, they've been in this thing together, this Chiwenga and this. But at the end of the day, we do not have an alternative. The only alternative that we have is to support and sustain the revolution as it stands. You see, so to me, I just feel and hope that the army will resolve this matter. People can go into the streets, but it's the security apparatus that will determine the effectiveness of that demonstration. Because if they attack the people, we go back to square zero. So if the military itself is into the play, because right now there's no real mobilization to talk in terms of from the backdrop of the opposition. And I do not blame anyone from the opposition for the situation that we are in. You see, the opposition, unfortunately, they've been harassed, they've been manipulated, persecuted. It has been a continuous struggle, you see, and the abuse of state apparatus to destroy the very opposition. At the end of the day, people end up becoming tired, you see. So to those on the ground, what I would just want to say is, we do not have options here to say let's not do this, or let's wait for 2020. Those options are not there on the ground. Once we allow this situation to proceed, once we allow this whole thing to become fully established, we have allowed a dynasty and we have no one to cry to. And for us to say that we carry out a military something sometime later, I don't think that will work. The only time that anything can be done is starting from tomorrow. It might not be fulfilled tomorrow. There is no guarantee that there will be success tomorrow. But once the revolt begins, then it must start. And we need to sustain it and we need to support it. And some people have been saying, why can't the general, why did he have to resign? You do not resign because when you are dealing with a mafia institution, the day and the moment that you resign is the day and the moment you sign your death certificate. So you can't resign from it. You have to remain within it. And as to whether you are a redeemed mafia member or not, I pray and hope. I wouldn't want to believe that the general hasn't learned anything from all the period, all 20, from all that time. I know he has got his own weaknesses. He did a lot of other things that we can talk of. But to say that he was not learning, he didn't realize something that is important for them to rectify this moment, I don't think so. So I wouldn't want to speak much, but I would just want to say to the guys on the ground, there's nothing much that I can give in terms of support, but I say to the guys on the ground, do whatever it is. At the end of the day, we are dead men walking. At the end of the day, the nation is a collapsed nation. At the end of the day, the weeks ahead, if we, from the look of things, it will be trouble after trouble. So let's try to be there on the ground, to those who can be on the ground, and let's not try to pour cold water on those who want to go and act. Let's give them our support. Let them act whatever they will act. And to the army, to the military, to the security, I know they will be here listening also. Please, for a moment, think about the nation. Think about the citizens. Think about your children. Think about the generations to come. Honestly, how can we have a scenario whereby we have political members, central committee members, they are getting GD 600,000. We have got civil servants, they are getting $150 to be paid in 2 months. And we say, which, honestly speaking, let's try to use our brains, to the civil servants, to everybody on the ground. Try to speak with one voice. Try to be united and understand that we need to be there for each other in order for us to free the country, so that at least we have this subsistence. We can at least exist. I thank you.
Right. Thank you. Thank you, Elvis. And there's always one thing that we have noticed per network demonstration in terms of the police, or so-called army riot police. They tend to be a certain people or group of people who doesn't look like they are part of the police, but they wear the uniform and they attack people. That dodgy looking group is always there, and they are the ones to watch, because I think we have seen it so many times. You wonder, these guys, are they really police, or one watumwa to do that? And but the fact that they actually wear the kit is something else. Anyway, let's continue. Let me give it to culture shockwaves, please.
Thank you so much, Uncle Titus. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been listening in so many submissions and contributions, quite interesting. But my call is kind of adjacent to everything that is going on right now. Pane, a speaker who asked, after all this, then what? Who is the main opposition? And an answer was given to say the citizens are the opposition. But then, us as the citizens being the opposition right now, what are we opposing? Are we opposing ZANU-PF? Are we opposing the corruption within ZANU-PF people? Are we opposing a mismanagement of our national resources? What exactly is our issue? Why? Because our agenda seems to kind of shapeshift with every turn of the curve, depending on what's the temperature and the mood in that moment and atmosphere. Comrade Geza came out a few months ago, and we were all, yeah, maybe now, if we can even have our leaders to also come and fall behind and say something. People were asking, why are opposition leaders not speaking and all of that? And it kind of simmered down. Thanks to people like Uncle Jed and like-minded people, the conversation kept going on platforms like the Spaces and stuff. But on the ground, things died down. And now another wind comes up again, which seems to correspond with now the internal fights that are happening in our whole ZANU PF there and their leadership. But now, because it kind of seems to become national news, we are again all captured and glued to it, to want to put our minds and voices and stuff. But what exactly are we aiming to achieve as a citizenry, when all this then happens? Say it happens, General does his thing, wins whatever he wins, ZANU PF continues with their succession, what? What for the citizens then? Are we going to also then be able to come up and voice out our concerns to a military leader? Are we going to be able to voice out our concerns to the leader of an organ that has been used time and again, repeatedly, to keep our mouths shut? Because, like someone was saying here, let's not forget that, yes, number one could be West, but number two, in all this call to redemption and all, he has been complicit to not a less but a greater extent too in all of these havoc and whatever. Even the moves 2017 and everything, they were not to secure anything for the population of Zimbabwe at large, but they were to fix their hierarchy of leadership that they had sat down and agreed on and what. But yeah, that's overspoken. But my question is really, are we as a citizen coming up with resolution that we want to hold and say, if we are going on the table with whoever wants to say they want us to fall behind them, this is our list of demands. This is what we need. This is what we require. This is what we need addressed, handled, and paid attention to. Do we have that? Or again, we are still just waiting for someone who will come out and say, right, now as the opposition, we are moving like this, let's go. Then we follow again. And I, like another speaker said, we have been contributing actively over and again in sham elections. We have been going there, legitimizing their ploy to remain in power, us just going with new slogans, with new mandates and all of that, but still we come back to, we almost had it. Okay, next time. And we keep doing that. To a point where some people have been desensitized. Now they don't even want to do anything. They don't even know if they should support opposition or ruling. Now they are now just following their stomachs. That's why we fall victim to a lot of stomach politics, where people are given a bag of rice, and those who seem to be a little bit higher and influential are given cars. And now everyone is saying, no, at least ED, which, because this is what's happening. What's our goal? What's our resolution? Where are we going? For now, I land. Thank you.
Linda, good points, my brother, but you ended up with a question. Thank you for that. Maybe somebody will touch on that and respond. But thank you. Can I go to voice of the voiceless? The South African flag, voice of the voiceless. Okay, right. Mofutu boy.
Zvisese
What do you say?
ndiripo amene nhasi taswera panapa ndaboda kupinda bana achitadza kupinda amene kuti mafoni acho anenge achiita seya kuti ukapinda time yaanoti ukangota speaker yaya hauchatomboziwa kana anything. So amene mufana wangu asimundibatira batira badala kuti ndapinda
Yeah.
ndamonza ndida kukorekta pabhotoro nanyamasvisa wachiti I think wabvunzwa unzi manhize chii vakataura kuti manhize inzvimbo iri kumvuma uzati kristu akangwarisa kristu akangwarisa manhize akatozobva nayo kuchivhu achinoisa kumvuma. Manhize ndana musumuri, manhize chikapakapa ndana musumuri mutupo kwakakurira kristu. Kristu akakura mumusha wemadzisekuru. Kristu kumusha kwake ndokoko kuwedzako same band nageneral ndokuna nababa wake, but Kristu akarerwa pamhondoro. Pamhondoro arerwa namadzisekuru, unfortunately ndiye akasara muzukuru mukuru ende achibva aita muzukuru ane chibhanzi. Saka Kristu anozviti manhize chikapakapa musumuri, but muzukuru akarerwa kwana sekuru. I think you got it now Mofu.
Yeah.
Munorera muzukuru oshandisa sine mhenyu akushandisa mutupo wenyu. Mwari umpungoitawo nyasha pungoitawo grace, muzukuru upinda mupolitics obva aita chibhanzi akutozviti ndiye hato musumuri ana musumuri pamhondoro, which is not it, but Chris pake pawedza ndopana baba wake. But guys, pana general apa mukuona general vachine power rekakuti munhu akatopedzwa. Because ndikuona kuti mamukire ake anenge achanetswa, mamukire ake achanetsa because changosara apa kudzingwa, ende kudzingwa kwachona kana afunga kuti achamuka semamutsiro akaita ED tikutambisa nguva, andiona ari kudzoka. Whatever is going to happen tomorrow, yes, vanhu vari kungoexpressa mawishes avo dai izvi zvadai so, but I think gate dzakafarwa kudara. So don't be fooled kuti muchaisa general panyanga even in 2 years. Zvisvika mangwana hambofa wakagara pasi mangwana kana the following in 2 years to come hazvichatomboita, because so I tend to agree na Chris kuti general is a slow learner, because that Chris achiziva munhu wake wakaita general aziva munhu wake wakaita zvakatompa mari kuti munhu akamira so. But the general will be a slow learner. Zvakaitika 2017 sei vasina kudzokera 2028 kuti vafunge kuti this guy ndiye akati ndiite ichi, but right now ndiye wandakuisa futi ipapo. I don't know, maybe vaifunga sei ipapo. The moment wakaisa munhu akadaro ipapo akanga amboti he is president akanga awina womurambidza kuti ngaasadonha, sei akabvuma kuti akaisa ED anozobvuma kudonha ipapo. I don't know, but vakupinda muroad mangwana guys, just be careful. That's what I can only say. Be careful, very very careful. Noti vakomana vamapindiro avakaita, I don't think they are prepared vashaya class. I don't think they are prepared to surrender to the east. So if you're gonna bring a fight tomorrow, make sure munodya ono. Apart mbona zviya zvekumbona zvekutamba zviya kana muda zvemunotamba mangwana musaende guys. Kana muda kuda zvefight chachiya parod, make sure it's fight it's already prepared. Kana muda zvekuti mumbopinda mumbopinda it's better musaenda. Just because vakakurakidzai kuti zvinoitwa so imimi you have to up the game a bit. That's what I can say. But all the best. Dai tanga tiripo ana mofu tiripo paroti. But atipo, that's the problem chete. But all the best guys. And please be careful. Isakamirira musi weSunday. Dai zvikachatawo musi weSunday. Kuti musi weSunday mani inenge ichiwinawo Arsenal inenge yabata basa musi weSaturday. Tinyatsokupembera zvakasimba. Alright, wow, move. Again, if I should somebody.
Right.
All right.
Thanks to
Ndinotenda
Thanks
maZimbabwe.
for that.
Ndinotenda.
Chimuti imbovhara mic. Chimudi.
All right.
Right, Dr. Tadini, please, do you want to come next? Wamasaya aripo here.
Titus, Magadi.
Yeah, zviri sei.
Zviri
Good. Tirikumbozeya pano.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.